be 50-50 custody, like off the bat. I don't know why women are
like, even if the man doesn't want 50-50, the child would have to live with the father 50-50.
Well, I mean, if he doesn't want to be in the life, I guess not.
No, he wants, let's say, but he doesn't want the child staying like 4 days. He wants like 1 day.
I think off the back it should. I think off the bat they should start with 50-50 custody, and they can work it out between them.
Right, like the government should say you both have to.
Yeah, like 50-50.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Because I don't know why women are just assumed to be better parents when they're more likely to abuse a child. They're more violent towards their children.
Oh, are they?
True.
100%. I've seen it in my own eyes.
Yeah.
What have you seen?
So you can go to supermarkets, you can hear the mum shouting at the child. I had a couple aunties that were like that. And it's like, I've even got some friends that were like that. And I know a couple of times I've been like, why are you shouting like that so much? Sometimes, obviously, it's not as much prevalent as it is now, but back in the day, there was a lot of beating as well. So,
but the way I grew up, all my friends, the dad is the one, shouting or beating or, the mum is not the one. But that's with the parents.
Different
it's a small
households.
percentage in comparison.
But could it be that it's because the moms are around the kids more?
Yes.
Because when you are around a child more, they frustrate you more.
Yeah.
Like if you're just coming, like if you're even not in the picture, or if you are, but like you work long hours and you only see your children for like a little short time, if the mom is with them like pretty much 24/7, they're gonna drive her crazy.
I'm gonna disagree on that one.
I think women are just more emotional.
Yeah.
True. Yes.
Like women are more likely to wage war.
To do what?
To wage war. Like percentage wise. Like I know more men have because more men have been in power, but women are actually more likely to do it when they're in power.
What's wage war?
Like start war.
Oh.
Go to war.
Oh, like go to fight.
Like I just think we get pissed off.
I've seen a lot of women trying to fight men, thinking, "What are you doing?" So
That's another mad one.
Because even in my household, I lived with both parents.
Yeah.
And if I compare the two, my mum did way more shouting than my dad did. Like he knew ways to not say control us, but to keep us obedient.
But dad did beating. Dad did beating. Or mom?
As in the early stages, yes. But even then, he didn't really need to beat as much. We weren't that bad as children. But at the same time, it was like, if he needed to raise his voice, it was situational. Where my mum would shout constant. That was like her go-to mechanism.
My mom used to hit me with a spoon.
It's a go-to mechanism.
A wooden spoon? Was it wooden?
Yeah, it's okay. I deserved it.
Don't get me wrong. For like single mothers, it's not easy bringing up a child or kids on your own. It's tough. I applaud them for what they do. But when you start getting angry and you're screaming at your kid and there's veins coming down your neck, that's just way too much. Too much anger for a child that doesn't understand what you do. The only thing they can get from that is trauma.
But there's, in all the situations, 90% of women are the parent to the child. There's only 10% of full-time single dads that look after the child as the main parent. Just 10%. So
but that's
I feel like
government prioritizes women to have custody over men.
Yeah, it could be, but I feel like men don't know how it is like to have a child almost 24/7.
That's because a lot of them get the chance to.
I feel like it must be really, really hard.
Men raise single parents, single fathers raise better children.
Exactly.
Than single mothers.
So when they have been given the chance, they've done a better job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Really?
I just think women, like, we get frustrated. Like, when there's a problem.
Yeah, because we're emotional.
We just get frustrated and, like, cry or get mad.
Yeah, I feel...
and I do it, too. Like even... And I kind of notice the differences in, like, the genders doing, like, solving problems. Because even with, like, my business, like, I'll be doing stuff and I'll just be, like, get mad at something. And my brothers will be like, okay, why don't you try this, or this? Like, they're just more logical.
So, do you think a man would do a better job raising a girl than a woman?
Yeah.
Right. What about the feminine side?
Say, yeah.
Would she be more masculine then?
Probably. I would say like she'd probably be a tomboy. My guess.
Right. It might be hard to find a man.
My mum was raised by my granddad. So my mum has 4 siblings. She's the youngest. My nan ran off. Different life. Then my granddad worked, has his own business and raised 4 kids. My mum was a single mum. I'm not blowing her trumpet because she's the best mum. Raised my brother, me and my sister. Strong woman, was the breadwinner, was everything, the decorator, everything.
Was she shouting a lot?
All the time, but she did it because we were bad kids. Not bad. Not bad.
There's four,
We
so
were,
she's
you know,
coming
she was a young mum. She had my brother at 15, me at 17. But I feel like she got that strongness from my granddad because he was a very strict working man, did everything. He played both roles. So I just think it differs. Whereas she was raised by a man, I was raised by a woman. So I feel like I've got both.
Why? I actually like this idea that like men raise children better. I would believe that because they're more logic. Why more men? Is it because of the government? Because I feel like a lot of men wouldn't want 100% custody of the child.
Oh no, they will.
Because they want their freedom too, no?
No, I think most men want to be in their kids' lives. I can't remember what the stat is off the top of my head, but one of the most likely times that a guy is going to commit suicide is when it's like post-divorce, because oftentimes she'll take half on
divorce,
the kids.
What about men who, not like in marriage-wise, but let's say men who've been in a relation, there's no marriage, they just had a child with someone, would they actually want 100%? Because I feel like they're very happy with 50 or less.
Are you talking
about men when there's no marriage? It's just with a woman that they don't want to be with.
Each other.
I don't know, but like in my experience, most men want to be with their children, even if it's in a shitty situation. For the most
100%,
part, unless they're like one of those guys that are just shooting up in everybody, but that's not the majority.
But I don't think most men are gonna want 100% because if you're alive and in the child's life, why would he want 100%? He'd rather do 50-50. Because at the end of the day, even the stats say that men are better fathers. There's a certain element to a child that a man can't give. That's what a woman needs to be around. So being 100% to your child is not as fully beneficial as it would be having both. So say for me, for example, as a man, even though I may want 50%, I'm not going to want 100 because there's certain areas I can't give you. I can't tell you what it's like to be a woman in this world.
Do you not think like a lot of men, they're happy to see the child twice a week and they don't want 50-50?
Yeah. But that's probably because they have to, rather than because they want
to.
to.
I know some guys and they're happy with their like 2 days
a week.
every other week.
It's not like it's bad. Everything can be going great, but
once a month they're happy. They're happy to live their life and have a son.
But then was that
best of both
was
worlds.
that a father that was actually heavily invested in that woman before they had a child?
No.
If that was an unplanned pregnancy, then I suppose it makes sense.
I think both of them were unplanned, yes.
Yeah, so if he was heavily invested, then I'm pretty sure 2 days might not be enough. In his mind, but he might have to settle for it.
No, I know someone, then asking for more.
Someone or
I know two other people. One just basically all right, fair enough. But I'm just saying, I personally do know of people. And me, myself, also, I was raised like that every other weekend. So there's people out here that they just don't want more responsibility with their children.
Yeah, I don't see men really wanting, unless there was marriage or something, but wanting 50-50, I think they're happy for the Saturday, Sunday, or just Saturday.
I don't know. I think most men want their kids to turn out better. Yes. And most men want to be a part of that in general. I think sometimes maybe there are cases where women kind of trap a man and like the men are kind of resentful because like they didn't want this kid to begin with and she kind of knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
Would you say that's true?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I agree.